All right, welcome back to Jammin' Sports, everybody. So we're getting set for our third game of our quadruple header here today. Next up, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons. Both these teams are right in the thick of the NFC wildcard picture. As I stated earlier this evening, in the NFC, it's very tight. You got the 49ers and the Giants, who are both, well, the Niners are now 11-4. The Giants are 10-4. They're leading their divisions. But after that, you have Green Bay and Arizona, who are 9-5. Then you have Chicago, Minnesota, and Atlanta, who are 8-6. And then you have Philadelphia, Dallas, Tampa Bay, and the Rams are all 7-7. So there's a lot going on there. The teams that can control their destiny right now are the Packers and the Cardinals. If the Packers or the Cardinals were to win, then it would eliminate all the teams that are 7-7 coming into this week. But still, at the moment, the Eagles have a shot. They are 7-7. They have to win and hope some other teams lose. The Falcons, a much better opportunity. They come in at 8-6. They control their own destiny. If the Falcons were to win out, they would make the playoffs. So there's a lot of moving parts here. Evil Dead is now 134-83. He has set a new personal best. He's 51 games over 500, earning his title as the best of all time. There you go. The greatest of all time. When it comes to picking here at Jammin' Sports, anyway. All right, let's see what we got here. My music got messed up here. Hold on, I can reset everything. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, here we go. This is the third game of our quadruple header. We'll have the Bears. We'll have the Bears and the Broncos after that. I'm all messed up this evening. All right, now we're ready to go. Am I ready? I'm ready. You ready? We're ready. Let's head out to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia for this one. It'll be the Eagles and Falcons here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. It's the Eagles and the Falcons. And welcome in to another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. Great to have you along. The Eagles come in at 7-7. The Falcons come in at 8-5. Evil Dead's taking the Falcons, or 8-6, I should say. The Falcons. Falcons control their own destiny. They just got to keep winning, and they will make the playoffs. Andy Bennett kicks off for the Eagles. We're underway live from ATL. From the 3-yard line on the return, number 83, Terry McCaffrey. And McCaffrey out to the 29-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will have it, 1st and 10. Atlanta led by their quarterback, Thomas Green, in his third year out of Notre Dame. The Falcons started the season at 0-2. They actually started the season at 0-3. And they've gone 8-3 down the stretch. A nice turnaround for the Falcons. So Thomas Green, the lefty quarterback, the southpaw, out of Notre Dame. Falcons come out 5 wide empty backfield on 1st and 10. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green throws and down the middle and caught by Terry Nelson, the tight end. Devontae Ross on the tackle. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. A lot hanging in the playoff hopes of both teams in this game right here. This is a key game in the NFC wildcard this week. 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. 4 wide. Green is going to play action. He gets sacked. Well, that play took too long to develop. Sack made by Clayton Jackson, the fifth-year defensive end out of BYU. And that'll bring up third down for Atlanta. A loss of 8 yards on the sack. 3rd and 13 for the Falcons, trying to avoid going 3 and out on the opening drive. Big third down, 5 wide, Green in the shotgun. 3rd and 13. Green drops back. Green looking in trouble, rolls out, throws and caught, and making the catch out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 12, is Terry McCaffrey, but he's going to be short of the first down. He gains 11. It'll be 4th and 2, and the Falcons will have to punt. Atlanta goes 3 and out. Adrian Murphy will come on to punt. Murphy gets the punt away. It'll be fielded at the 18, or they're going to mark it at the 20. And that's where Philadelphia will have it, 1st and 10. The fair catch was made by Jackson Clark. Caden Powell, the quarterback, in his 9th year out of Kentucky. So Atlanta went 3 and out. This will be Philadelphia's opening possession. 6:28 left in the first quarter. I love the uniforms both these teams are in. I've always liked Atlanta's Dirty Bird era uniforms, and I love these Eagle uniforms. 5 wide, Powell in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Powell draws back, looking, and he gets hit, and he's sacked. A loss of 7. Sack made by Austin Griffin, the 4th-year defensive tackle out of Oklahoma State. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Eagles, back at the 13-yard line. We have one more game tonight after this. It'll be the Bears and the Broncos in Denver. 2nd and 17 from the 13-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back. Powell looking. Powell rolls out. Powell's going to take off. And Caden Powell slides at the 20-yard line. He gains 8 yards back. It'll be 3rd and 9. 5:55 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Atlanta went 3 and out. This is Philadelphia's opening drive. I think we had an injury timeout. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Powell draws back. Powell looking. Powell in trouble. He's going to take off. And Powell, nobody there, picks up the first down out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 17. First down, Eagles. Philadelphia at 7 and 7, trying to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. They have to win, and they also have to hope that Arizona loses their last 2 games. First and 10 for the 37. They hand off to DJ Burke, and Burke picks up a yard. The only way Philadelphia gets in, they have to win both their games, remaining games. The Cardinals have to lose the remaining games. And Chicago, Minnesota, and Atlanta, or Chicago and Minnesota would have to lose the last 2. On 2nd and 9, Powell throws and caught underneath. Making the catch, Terrence Ferguson, the tight end, out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 will be 3rd and 3. Ferguson, the 2nd-year tight end out of Oregon. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles at their own 43-yard line. Eagles come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back. Powell throws near side, and it's dropped by Burke. Incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. Burke, the 10th year back out of Georgia, homecoming for him today. He spent 8 years with the Packers, 1 year with the Chargers, and now he's on Philadelphia. Caleb Swayze back to punt on 4th and 3 for Philadelphia. Swayze gets the punt away. And that's going to bounce into the end zone. Touchback. And Atlanta will take over their own 20-yard line. 4:23 left to play here in the first quarter. No score. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. This is the first of our late afternoon games here in Week 16. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. 4 wide for the Falcons. Green fakes the handoff. Green rolls out. And Green is going to take off. And Green breaks a tackle, gets up the sideline, out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 18. First down, Falcons. Thomas Green, third-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. I think I've shared his story several times. It's worth sharing again. In his first 2 seasons, he was the third-string quarterback on the Jets behind Leonard and Mallon. And then we brought the Falcons back into the fold here, and he was picked up as their quarterback. And he has led the Falcons to an 8-6 record. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Green in the shotgun, first and 10. Nelson in motion. Green looking. Green throws. Caught by Terry Nelson out to the 47-yard line, a gain of 9. The former Ram tight end in his 13th year out of Wisconsin. It'll be 2nd and 1 for the Falcons at their own 47-yard line. No score. 3:40 left here in the first quarter. 3 wide to the far side. Green in the shotgun. 2nd and 1. Green looking. Throws to Charles underneath. Leroy Charles out of the backfield. Out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 6, and that'll be enough for the first down. Leroy Charles, the rookie running back out of Michigan. First and 10 Falcons at the Eagle 47-yard line. If the Eagles lose, they will be eliminated, by the way. I needed to point that out. If Philadelphia loses, they are eliminated from the playoffs. Green hands off to Leroy Charles, and Charles out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. So the Eagles are in a must-win situation. Even if they win, they can be eliminated if some other things happen this week. 2nd and 2 from the 38. Green fakes the handoff. Green throws to Charles. Turns upfield, and Leroy Charles still on his feet. Finally out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 18 yards on the swing pass. First down, Falcons. I think Evil Dead would be in agreement with me. These Falcon uniforms, I love them. I love these Dirty Bird era uniforms. I think Evil Dead would agree. Those are sharp uniforms. They're simple, but they're sharp. And so are Philadelphia's. 5 wide, empty backfield. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Green in the shotgun. Green drops back. Green throws across the middle. And caught by Thomas Andrews, the 6th-year receiver out of East Carolina. I thought you would agree. We have similar tastes. We're both old school to a degree. A gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. At the Eagles 17, 4 wide. Green under center. Green looking. Green throws and caught by Nelson down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 8. That'll be a first down. First and goal, Falcons. Now these Dirty Bird uniforms that they're in, I still use their current helmet. I just like their current helmet so much. First and goal from the 9, 4 wide, single back. Green under center. Green looking. Green throws underneath, caught by Nelson, down to the 2-yard line. Yes, I agree, Evil Dead. Great uniforms all. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line, 1:28 and counting. Now the Falcons are in tight on 2nd and goal, single back. Green under center. Hands off to Charles. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 2-yard touchdown run by Leroy Charles, the rookie out of Michigan. And the Falcons go up 6-0. Evil Dead likes that. Evil Dead pulling out the Monster Manual emojis. Another mimic up there. An iconic D&D monster, the Mimic. And now Jamie Marsh for the extra point. Snap kick is up, and it's good. And the Falcons lead it 7-0. A 9-play, 80-yard drive for Atlanta. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. On a cold night in Atlanta, the roof is closed. We're in week 16. That puts us in December. We're in the third week of December. The second to last week of the regular season, we'll have week 17. And then we'll have the playoffs. And we're still on track to have the Super Bowl on Christmas. There's the kickoff from about the 7-yard line. On the return for the Eagles is Don Reese out to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. I really liked having my Super Bowl on Christmas last year. I'm going to do it again this year. We'll time it out. It seemed like an appropriate day for it. Let everybody celebrate with their families in the morning, and then I'll come on Christmas night with the Super Bowl. 3 wide to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. 1st and 10. In motion. Well, Powell looking. Powell throws. Caught underneath. Making the catch. Alex Dominique out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 7. Dominique, the 11th year receiver out of Bethune-Cookman. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 36-yard line. Eagles come out. 3 to the near side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell drops back, throws quickly, caught by Dominique out to the 39. A gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. The former Chicago Bear, Alex Dominique. He spent 9 years with the Bears, now in his 2nd year with Philadelphia. 3rd and 1. 2 backs in the backfield. Powell in the shotgun. 25 seconds left in the first. And Powell takes it himself, picks up the first down. 3 yards out to the 42-yard line. First down, Philadelphia. And no question, these Eagle uniforms are fantastic. They should go back to them full time. Will they get the playoff in time? They do. Powell hands off this time to Kenny Green. Green to the 48, a gain of 6. At the end of 1, Falcons lead at 7-0 here at Jammin' Sports. Back here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. We start the second quarter. The Falcons lead the Eagles by a score of 7-0. Both teams trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. On 2nd and 4, Eagles from their own 48. Powell in the shotgun, 4 wide. Hands off to Burke. And Burke tries to get outside to no avail as Troy Carson, the linebacker, comes over and makes the tackle in his 4th year out of North Carolina State. Loss of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the Eagles at their own 48-yard line. 5 wide for Philadelphia. Powell in the shotgun, 3rd and 4. Powell drops back. Powell throws and caught along the sideline by Jason Stackhouse down to the 42. A gain of 6, and that'll be a Philadelphia first down. Offensive lineman got injured. Stackhouse in his 6th year out of Colgate. Not the toothpaste, the college. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Philadelphia, trying to tie the game up. Falcons up 7-0. Powell in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. And he got hit as he threw. Incomplete. The pressure was put on by Sean Milston, the fourth-year defensive end out of Washington. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles back at the Falcon 42-yard line. Eagles come out 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Powell looking. Throws near side and caught down the sideline is Darian Scott, the rookie tight end out of Jacksonville State, down to the 25-yard line, a gain of 17. First down, Philadelphia. Falcons up 7-0. Philadelphia trying to tie the game back up. Coming up to make the tackle, number 31, Delvin Haynes, the rookie defensive back out of Virginia Tech. 1st and 10 Eagles at the Falcon 25. 4 wide, Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking. Powell throws, caught underneath. Dominique down the sideline, and Alex Dominique down to the 9. A gain of 16. It'll be 1st and goal, Philadelphia at the Falcon 9. Atlanta at 8-6. Eagles at 7-7. Powell in the shotgun, 1st and goal. Powell to Burke. No, he takes it himself. Tries to get outside, and he gets down to the 4-yard line. A gain of 5 for Caden Powell. John Baltimore, the safety, came up, made the tackle in his 4th year out of Montana. 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Eagles come out 4 wide, single back. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking. Powell rolls out, and Powell throws it away. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. .6:14 left in the half. Next week, Philadelphia will host Dallas, and Atlanta will host the Cardinals next week. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking. Powell throws and caught, but out of bounds. Making the catch, Alex Bodie, the rookie out of Georgia Southern, but he was out of bounds. It'll be 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. I think Powell wants to go for it. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, they want to review it. All right, let's take another look. Alex Bodie, he only got 1 foot in. Let's look. 1, and well, maybe. Now that I had a second look, he may have gotten in. Or maybe not. That's going to cost Philadelphia a timeout. The ruling on the field stands. It'll be 4th and goal. Andy Bennett will come on, the 3rd-year kicker out of Rutgers. This will be from 21 yards to get Philadelphia on the scoreboard. Kick is up, and it's good. Falcons lead it now 7-3. 6:07 left to play here in the first half. Live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia, Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. If the Eagles win, they keep their playoff hopes alive. If the Eagles lose, they are out. It's that simple. And even if they win, there's no guarantee. They can still be ousted later this week. There's the kick from the 3-yard line. On the return for the Falcons, number 83, Terry McCaffrey, out to the 27-yard line. McCaffrey in his 3rd year out of Marshall. Thomas Green comes back out, 3rd-year quarterback out of Notre Dame. Made quite a name for himself this season. He was a relatively unknown on the Jets, and with the Falcons, he's really shown this season. Davis in the house again. Davis bouncing around. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Green in the shotgun. And now Charles goes out in motion. Green throws to Charles, but he can't hold on. It'll be 2nd and 10. Laurel Charles couldn't hold on. 6 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 10 for the Falcons at their own 27-yard line. Atlanta up 7-3. 4 wide for Atlanta. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green is going to take off. And Thomas Green out to the 39-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Falcons. Devontae Ross came up, made the tackle, the linebacker, in his 10th year out of North Carolina State. 1st and 10 Falcons now at their own 39. 3 wide to the near side. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green throws and caught by Charles out to the 46. A gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd and 4. 5:20 and counting. We're in the second quarter. Our first late afternoon game here in week 16. 4 wide, 2nd and 4. Green in the shotgun. Green hands off to Charles. And Laurel Charles out to the 48. Gain of 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. .450 and counting here in the second quarter. And the Falcons face a 3rd and 1 at their own 48-yard line. Atlanta comes out in the offset eye. Green under center. Green to Charles. And Charles gets the first down out to the 49-yard line. Picks up that yard. First down, Falcons. Tackle made by Bob Sullivan, the former Redskin, the 12th-year linebacker out of Oregon State. 1st and 10 Atlanta. 4 wide. Green under center. Green hands off to Charles again, and Laurel Charles out to the 47-yard line. A gain of 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Philadelphia will get the second half kickoff. Actually, no, Atlanta gets the second half kickoff. Philadelphia had it first. They went 3 and out. On 2nd and 6 from the 47, 4 wide. Green looking. Green rolls out in trouble, and he gets sacked back to the 45-yard line. A loss of 9 yards. Clayton Jackson, the 5th-year defensive end out of BYU, on the sack. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Falcons, 3rd and 15. .340 left in the first half. This is the 3rd game of our quadruple header tonight. We have the Bears and the Broncos coming up after this. Falcons come out 4 to the near side. Green in the shotgun on 3rd and 15. Green, it's a blitz. Gets it out to Charles, turns upfield, and Laurel Charles diving for the first down. It doesn't quite get it. They needed 15, he got 14. Tackle made by Cedric Joseph, the 2nd-year safety out of Furman. Well, thank you, Davis. It'll be 4th and inches. The Falcons are going for it. I like the call. They're kind of in no man's land. 4th and inches from the 41-yard line. Green looking. Throws underneath. Caught. Down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 13 to Allen Monroe. First down, Atlanta. Monroe, the 2nd-year receiver out of Oregon. I like the call, and I like the execution on that one. First down, Falcons. They keep the drive alive. 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green rolls out, and Green takes off out to the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. Make it a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Four wide for the Falcons. Green in the shotgun. 2nd and 5. Green hands off to Charles. And Laurel Charles to the 21-yard line. A gain of 3 as we hit the 2-minute warning here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Falcons at the Philadelphia 21-yard line. 4 wide for Atlanta. Green in the shotgun. Green fakes the handoff, throws, and caught down the middle. Terry Nelson, the tight end, down to the 5. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta. Trying to make this a 2-score game. Bob Sullivan, the linebacker, on the tackle. First and goal from the 5. 4 wide. Green in the gun. In motion is Nelson. Green looking. Green fires to Nelson. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown catch by Terry Nelson. And the Falcons go up 13-3. Evil Dead likes that. He took Atlanta. Again, it's hard to believe. The Falcons started 0-3, and they've gone 8-3 since. They've turned their season around after a bad start. They're currently part of that logjam in the NFC for that wild card spot. And now Jamie Marsh for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Falcons up 14-3. The Falcons are not going to catch the 49ers and the Cardinals. One of those two are going to win the division, and the other one of those two will probably be a wild card. But the Falcons can be another wild card. Well, I call one of your games. The only problem with that, Davis, there's a delay if I do it. I've tried to do that in the past when I first came on Twitch. Adrian Murphy will kick off from the 8-yard line. On the return, this is number 84, Stephen Whitley, in his 3rd year out of Miami, out to the 28-yard line. When I first started on Twitch back in 2020, some of my early fans, what's that one guy up in Kentucky? I hardly see him anymore. But he was one of my first friends on Twitch. He does a lot of basketball. He had a tournament, and he wanted me to call it. But the problem is, when you have a second person that logs in that can speak on your stream, there's a delay. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Powell drops back. Powell looking. Throws near side. And caught by Terrence Ferguson out to the 32-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 1:09 left here in the half. In order to call your games in real time, I'd have to be sitting right next to you. 2nd and 7. Powell in the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield. Powell back. Powell throws and caught underneath by Alex Dominique out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 11. Under a minute to play in the half. First down, Eagles. Philadelphia trying to get a score before halftime. Trying to make it a 1-score game. Falcons up 14-3. They go to the no-huddle offense. 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. Powell drops back. Powell in trouble. And Powell has to throw it away down the sideline. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. 38 seconds left in the half. Second and 10. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell drops back. Powell throws and caught by Burke. DJ Burke out to the Falcon 48-yard line. A gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 1. Philadelphia takes a timeout with 34 seconds left in the half. Third and 1, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back. In trouble now, rolls out, and he gets taken down back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 4 yards. The sack was made by Sean Milston. Atlanta takes a timeout with 28 seconds left. They want to set up a punt return. It'll be 4th and 5 for the Falcons with 28 seconds left in the half. Back to punt, Caleb Swayze in his 17th year out of Baylor. Swayze gets the punt away. And this will be caught at the 10, fair caught at the 11. Making the fair catch, Terry McCaffrey. Jax is in the house. Good to see you, Jax. We haven't seen you in a while. Evil Dead is here. Sports Davis is here. Jax is here. If I missed your name, let me know. Feel free to chat with us. We don't mind. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. 22 seconds left to play in the half. Falcons take over, up 14-3. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Green in the shotgun. On 1st and 10. Green looking, throws near side. Caught by Laurel Charles out to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard. Making the tackle, number 94. That's Tyson Willis, the defensive end. I don't think Atlanta's going to take a timeout. I think they're happy to go to the locker room. Up by 14-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. We get set for the second half. The Falcons at 8-6, the Eagles at 7-7. Falcons up 14-3. Philadelphia gets the second half kickoff. From the 5-yard line, bringing it back, Don Reese over the 25, and Reese out to the 28-yard line. In his 11th year out of Indiana. Caden Powell, the 9th-year quarterback out of Kentucky, comes back out to lead the Eagles offense. Atlanta up 14-3. If the Eagles lose, they are eliminated from the playoffs. Just thought I'd mention that again. Philadelphia has to win to keep their slim playoff hopes alive, but so does Atlanta. You basically have 8 teams vying for 3 slots right now. 1st and 10 from the 28. Powell looking. Powell throws, caught coming across by Jason Stackhouse out to the 33-yard line, a gain of 5. Wrapped up and tackled by the linebacker Troy Carson, the 4th-year linebacker out of North Carolina State. 2nd and 5 for Philadelphia at their own 33. Powell in the shotgun. Powell going to take it himself, and he doesn't go far. In fact, he's going to lose a yard. Tackle made by Sean Benjamin, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Boston College. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Eagles at their own 32-yard line. We're in the 3rd quarter. Falcons up 14-3. We have the Bears and the Broncos up after this. 5 wide, empty backfield. Powell in the shotgun on 3rd down. Powell draws back, throws outside, overthrows Stackhouse. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down. Philadelphia's going to have to punt. .703 left here in the 3rd quarter. Caleb Swayze back to punt. Swayze gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 22-yard line by Terry McCaffrey. 6:58 left here in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 Falcons. They'll start at their own 22. Jimmy Jam, Evil Dead, Sports Davis, Jax in the house. On this Sunday, great to have you along. 3rd game of our quadruple header. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles trying to get outside, nothing doing. He's going to lose a yard. Leading the charge there, number 34, Cedric Joseph, the safety, in his second year out of Furman. Loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for the Falcons back at the 21-yard line. 3 wide to the near side. Green in the shotgun. Green looking. Green, he's going to take off. And Green out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 15 and a Falcon first down. He's what they call a mobile quarterback. Oh, Misty has brought me some hot chocolate. Everybody say thank you, Misty. She's so awesome. You're awesome. She just nodded her head. She knows. They hand off to Charles. And Laurel Charles out to the 41-yard line. A gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. She even put sprinkles in it for me. .550 left in the third quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. At their own 41, they come out in the eye. Green fakes the handoff, looks downfield. Green's going to take off again. And Green picks up the first down and slides at the 50-yard line. A gain of 9 for Thomas Green. And another Falcon first down. The advantages of having a mobile quarterback. Oh, she made the minty kind again. In the I formation. 1st and 10. They hand off to... No, they don't hand off. Green back to throw. Now he's going to take off again. But the Eagles are right there. It'll be a loss of 3 yards back to the 47-yard line. Delino West on the tackle. The 6th-year safety out of Alabama. A loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Falcons. Back at their own 47-yard line. Oh, that's good, Coco. Falcons come out in the eye. Green under center. Hands off to Charles. Around the outside, and Laurel Charles out to the 46. A gain of 8 for Laurel Charles, the rookie out of Michigan. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Falcons at the Philadelphia 46-yard line. Falcons come out 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. 3rd and 5. Green drops back. Green, they pick up the blitz, and he gets it out to number 87, Thomas Andrews, the 6th-year receiver out of Eastern Carolina. And that's good for 14 yards. More than that. My bad. 18 and 3. That's good for 21 yards. And a Falcon first down. 1st and 10 from the Philadelphia 32. Green in the shotgun. Atlanta can make this a 3-score game with a touchdown. Green hands off to Charles. And Laurel Charles to the 29. A gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7. .335 and counting. This is a time-consuming drive for the Falcons. On 2nd and 7 from the Eagle 29. Green looking. Green throws and caught. Allen Monroe down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 17 and a Falcon first down. Atlanta's just clicking now on offense. They got things rolling now. 1st and 10 from the Eagle 12. 3 to the near side. Green in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Green looking. Green throws. Caught by Monroe again. Down to the 6-yard line. A gain of 6 to be 2nd and 4. Delino West on the tackle for Philadelphia. 2nd and 4 from the 6-yard line for the Falcons. 2:40 left in the third quarter. Atlanta up 14-3, trying to make it a 3-score game. 4 wide. Green in the gun on 2nd down. Green to Charles. And Laurel Charles weaving his way. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run by Laurel Charles. Atlanta now up 20-3. a 3-score lead, 3-possession lead. Jamie Marsh will come on for the point after. Going to put the Falcons up by 18. The extra point is up and good. Falcons now just piling it on, 21-3. If the Falcons win, Evil Dead will go to 52 over. He keeps setting a record every time he gets one right. He already broke last season's record. He finished with 50 last season. He's up to 51 right now. Falcons up 21-3, 2:27 left in the third quarter. And Murphy will kick off. This will be fielded at the 4-yard line, bringing it back Don Reese over the 20-25, and Reese out to the 30-yard line. Well, the Eagles have their work cut out for them now. They're down by 3 scores with 2:23 left here in the third quarter. If the Eagles lose, they are eliminated from playoff contention. Four wide for Philadelphia. Powell in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Powell hands off to Burke, and DJ Burke doesn't get much, a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Eagles come out 5 wide on 2nd and 9. Powell in the shotgun. Empty backfield. Powell looking, throws a screen to Dominique, and Dominique breaks 2 tackles down the sideline. Alex Dominique finally out of bounds at the 39. Wow. 31 yards to Alex Dominique down the sideline. Look at him breaking tackles here. He broke that one. Well, we don't get to see the whole replay. But it was a great catch and run by Alex Dominique in his 11th year out of Bethune-Cookman, the former Bear. 1st and 10 from the Falcon 39-yard line. Eagles trying to get back in the game. 4 wide, single back. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking. Throws near side. Caught by Ferguson out to the 27. And that'll be another first down. A gain of 12 yards. First and 10, Philadelphia at the Falcon 27. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Powell draws back. Powell throws and gets it out to Alex Bodie out to the 21-yard line, a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. 1:10 left in the third quarter. If the Eagles can score before the quarter's over, I think they have a chance. 2nd and 3 from the 21, 3 to the near side. Powell drops back. Powell throws and caught by it's Bodie. Alex Bodie down to the 8-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 13 yards. 1st and goal from the 8 for Philadelphia. Philadelphia tried to make it a 2-score game. We're down to 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Powell in the shotgun. On 1st and goal, hands off to DJ Burke. And Burke to the 6-yard line. A gain of 2. It'll be 2nd and goal. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. 4 wide. Powell in the shotgun. Will they get the playoff in time? They do. Powell throws a swing pass to Burke. Gets down to the 5. At the end of the third quarter, Falcons lead it 21-3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. We go to the fourth quarter. 3rd and goal, Philadelphia at the Atlanta 5. 4 receivers set wide. Powell back. Powell rolls out, throws, and throws it away. 4th down. He felt the pressure, couldn't find a receiver. Decision time. If you kick a field goal, it's a 2-score game, and that's what they're going to do. Andy Bennett will come on. This will be a 22-yard attempt. The kick is up and good. 21-6. Falcons up by 15. It's a 2-score game now. 7:53 left to play here in the fourth quarter. Live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. Eagles trying to stave off elimination. $7:53 left. Atlanta trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. Falcons would be in good shape if they win. There's the kick from the 4-yard line. On the return, this is Terry McCaffrey. And McCaffrey out to the 24-yard line. Falcons still up by 15 with 7:49 left. We have the Chicago Bears at the Denver Broncos up next. We'll head out west. To the Mile High City is where we'll go. And I'm just going to call a spade a spade. The Broncos have the worst record in the league. I just want to tell you, at 2-12. 1st and 10. They hand off to Laurel Charles, and Charles out to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. But that game coming up is a big game for Chicago. They are also 8-6. They'll want to keep pace with the Falcons here, as it looks like Atlanta is going to win this game unless a miracle happens for Philadelphia. 2nd and 6. Green looking. Green going to take off. Both quarterbacks have run a lot. Green, a big gain out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards in a Falcon first down. All right, don't show off. You might hurt yourself. I could just see somebody spraining an ankle or something. It was a 15-yard run. It's not worth celebrating. Go back to the huddle, call the play. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. 3 wide to the far side. Green in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Green looking. Green throws. Caught underneath. And that is Alan Monroe across midfield to the 41-yard line. Another 15-yard pickup. The 2nd-year receiver out of Oregon, Alan Monroe. 6:43 and counting. Here in the third quarter, or fourth quarter, excuse me. Falcons up 21-6. Everybody in tight. Green under center. 1st and 10. Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles to the 40, a gain of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. $6:15 and counting. Falcons on a time-consuming drive is what they want to do. Eat up some time. They're up by 15. 2nd and 9 from the Eagle 40-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Green back to throw. Throws downfield, and he threw it too short. Oh, he had Monroe open downfield, and he missed him. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Falcons at the Eagle 40 with 6:01 left. Looks like the Falcons are going to go to 9-6. 5 wide for Atlanta. Green in the shotgun. 3rd and 9. Green looking. It's a blitz. And he gets sacked. Back at the 46-yard line. Devontae Ross on the sack. A loss of 6 yards. It'll be 4th down for the Falcons. 5:50 and counting. Adrian Murphy will come into punt. 7th-year punter out of the University of Washington. So Murphy will punt the ball away here on 4th down. Gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline, trying to get him deep. Oh, he shanked it. That's a 20-yard punt. It goes out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Well, Philadelphia still has time. They're down by 15 with 5:34 left. If the Eagles lose, they are eliminated. If they win, they stay alive. They have to win out. They have to win today and beat Dallas next week and hope some other teams lose. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking. Powell is going to get sacked back at the 20-yard line. A loss of 7. Sack made by Dante Harris, the 9th-year defensive end out of Baylor. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17. Clock is moving, 5:23 and counting. Eagles have to get something going. On 2nd down in a bunch. Powell in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Powell looking, throws outside. Caught by Terrence Ferguson out to the 24-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Big 3rd down for Philadelphia. I'm sure they'll go on 4th if they have to. 5 wide, empty backfield from their own 24-yard line. Now they shift. It's still going to be, well, they have a back now. 4 wide. 3rd and 12. Taking a lot of time. More than they can afford to lose. My goodness, snap it. Oh, they take it. Oh, boy. I don't know what happened there. Delay game on the Eagles. That's just lack of concentration right there. That stops the clock with 4:22 left.
Still 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and a bunch more. 3rd and 17, back at the 19-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking, throws, and incomplete. Looking for Alex Bodie. He took a shot, incomplete, to be 4th down. And at this point in the game, Philadelphia has to go for it. Here we go, 4th and 17. Powell in the shotgun, 2 backs, 1 on each side. Takes the snap. Powell looking, throws down the middle, and caught by Alex Bodie out to the 43-yard line. It's a 24-yard gain. And the Eagles get the 1st down. But the clock is moving. We're coming up on 4 minutes left to play in regulation. Falcons lead it 21-6. On 1st and 10, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. Stackhouse in motion. Powell looking. Powell throws across the middle, and he threw it at the feet of his receiver. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 3:44 left. Misty and Gracie have walked back in. I guess they're done watching The Grinch. Did The Grinch give Christmas back? Okay, good. 2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. Powell in the shotgun. Powell looking, throws, and it got batted down at the line by Troy Carson, the linebacker. Okay, it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 43-yard line. 3:42 left. Thank you for the cocoa, Misty. It was good. It was good. I like the mintiness. 3rd and 10 from the 43, 3 to the far side. Now they have Stackhouse in motion. Powell looking. Powell throws and caught. Terrence Ferguson down to the 34-yard line. 23 yards to Ferguson. 1st down Philadelphia as we watch the replay. The 2nd-year tight end out of Oregon. Falcons go to the no-huddle offense. 1st and 10 for the Falcon 34. Powell looking. Powell throws near side. It's caught by Dominic, but he's out of bounds Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. 3:14 remaining. Atlanta up 21-6. Eagles trying to mount a late comeback. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Powell in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Powell looking, throws underneath, and it's caught by Dominique down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. Alex Dominique with the catch. Under 3 minutes to play. Third and 3 from the 28. 4 wide. Powell back. Powell looking. And Powell throws, and a jumping catch made by Alex Bodie down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 21. 1st and goal, Philadelphia at the Falcons' 7-yard line. 2:32 and counting. Falcons in the hurry up. 1st and goal from the 7. Powell looking. Powell going to take off. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 7-yard touchdown run by Caden Powell, 9th-year quarterback out of Kentucky. And the Eagles are now down by 9, 21-12. The extra point will make it a one-possession game. Misty has rejoined us. Thank you for the cocoa, Misty. It was good. Just like you. Andy Bennett for the extra point. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. It's now an 8-point lead for the Falcons, 21-13, with 2:16 left. With that much time left and all 3 timeouts, Philadelphia will probably kick it away. I would. And hope your defense gets a stop. It is cold outside. I noticed that earlier. Here in the Nashville area, it got really cold overnight, and I think it's going to be colder tonight overnight. Our high temperature today was only about 34, I think. There's the kick from the 6-yard line. On the return is Terry McCaffrey out to the 28-yard line. So the Eagles have 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to try to get a stop here. Falcons are up by 8, 21-13. Falcons will finish up the regular season at home against the Cardinals next week. And the Eagles will finish up the season at home against the Cowboys next week. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Green looking. Green throws, and it bounces off Terry Nelson. Oh, the Falcons did the Eagles a big favor by throwing. That stops the clock. They don't have to take a timeout. 2nd and 10 from the 28-yard line. If I'm Atlanta, I'm trying to ground this one out. 4 wide. Green in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. 2:09 left. Green takes the snap. Throws, and caught this time by Monroe out to the 39. A gain of 11. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Live from Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Atlanta, Georgia. Week 16 here at Jammin' Sports. And now the Eagles have to use their timeouts. 1st and 10. Falcons from their own 39. Green to Charles. And Laurel Charles out to the 46. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Eagles take a timeout. They have 2 left. If the Falcons can pick up another first down, they'll pretty much do it. We have the Bears and the Broncos up next. The Bears are 8-6, and the Broncos are 2-12. I wonder who Evil Dead would take in that one. On 2nd and 3, they hand off to Charles, and Laurel Charles picks up 2 out to the 48-yard line. It'll be 3rd and inches. Falcons or Eagles take a timeout. They have 1 left. 1:53 left to play. Falcons can pretty much put it away with a first down. 5 wide. Green in the shotgun on 3rd down. This is a passing formation. Green looking. Green throws and caught by Terry Nelson for the first down out to the 43-yard line. 9 yards and an Atlanta first down. Eagles take their final timeout. And I think Evil Dead just said what I was thinking. That one's a wrap. Evil Dead's going to be 52 games over 500. That's insane. He's going to be 135 and 83. He's catching it with Misty. Green takes a knee. Falcons can't stop it. Atlanta will go to 9-6. They'll stay alive in the playoff race in the NFC. Eagles will drop to 7-8, and Philadelphia will be officially eliminated from postseason play. On 2nd and 11, Green to Charles, and Laurel Charles out to the 36-yard line. A gain of 8. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Now in the NFC, Chicago and Minnesota have to win to keep pace with Atlanta. And they'll take a knee. This will be the final snap of the game. Green takes a knee, and that'll do it. Falcons stay alive. Eagles eliminated. As the final seconds in this one will tick away. They don't have to punt if they don't want to. I wouldn't. They're going to. All right. And that punt will go out of bounds as time expires. Atlanta 21, Philadelphia 13. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Bears at Broncos up next.